Hello traders, in this video I'll be reviewing the Syna EA and going through its MQL5 Marketplace listing, its core concept and how it behaves in historical backtesting. Now before we get started, you can download a free Forex robot for MT4 and MT5 that has lots of indicators and candlestick patterns built in by using the link in the description below. Now, looking at the marketplace page, Syna 5 is listed by developer William Brandon Autry and it's priced at $3,197.79 for a full purchase. It's also currently at version 6.1, updated on May 23rd, 2026, with 12 activations included. From the description, this EA is presented as something beyond a traditional expert advisor. It's described as an AI-driven trading system built around what the developer calls persistent intelligence, meaning it retains context and learning across sessions instead of resetting each time. Now, one of the key points highlighted is that Syna is designed to remember past trades, decisions, and market behavior, and then use that information to refine how it reacts in future situations. The idea here is that instead of static logic, the system um, is meant to continuously adapt over time. So the developer also explains that Syna is not limited to one chart or one strategy. It can be used across multiple accounts, brokers, symbols, and even combined with other trading systems, acting more like an intelligence layer rather than a standalone EA. Now, another important concept mentioned is portfolio level coordination. All right. The system is described as being able to manage or observe multiple trading systems, or rather trading environments at once. Okay. It can observe or manage multiple trading environments at once, including both automated and manual trading setups, and then feed insights back into the broader system. There is also emphasis on flexibility in how it can be used. According to the description, traders can run it fully automated, manually, or in a hybrid setup as a kind of AI assistant across different trading workflows. Now, moving into the backtesting section, as always, historical backtest results should be viewed as a reference point only and not as guarantee of future performance. It's also important to understand that longer testing periods generally provide more reliable insight into how any system behaves across changing market conditions. For the purpose of this video and for want of time, I had to, run the EA over just the past month. Okay, so the backtest was conducted over the past month, but I recommend running the backtest over a longer period of time so you can be able to capture more market conditions and get even better accuracy, right? The symbol we used for this backtest is Euro USD H1 time frame, and as for the delays, we use the last ping to the server every tick modeling, of course, for better accuracy. All right, so looking at the historical chart activity, what stands out is that this type of system is not just described as a standard rule-based EA. Okay, instead, the developer frames it as an adaptive intelligence layer that evolves based on outcomes over time. Now, because of that, when reviewing the chart, we are not just looking at individual trades in isolation, okay, but rather the overall behavior of how the system responds across different phases of market movement. However, without direct access to the internal AI logic, it's important not to assume specific entry or exit rules. Okay, what we can focus on is the observable structure in the historical testing, such as the trade distribution, activity clustering, and how performance changes across different market conditions. Now, we're just going to briefly look at the backtest results, and then we're also going to just turn on the visuals so that we can just briefly see the EA in action. Now, over the past month, from an initial deposit of $100,000, total net profit was actually negative. But remember that 1 month is actually not enough. Okay, but we just had to at least look at how the EA works and just analyze a couple of things. Okay, because some months can actually be better than other months. All right, but over the past month, the total trades taken were 25, and short trades were 10 with 70% win rate. Long trades were 15 with 60% win rate. The largest profit was 4.32, largest loss was 59.5. The average profit was 1.16, and average loss was 22.37. Now, there are some information that are still relevant even if you test over a short period of time, and one of them is the risk to reward ratio. Now, over the past month, the data might not be sufficient to make a full conclusion on this EA, but one thing I can observe is that the EA has a bad risk to reward ratio because the average profit is just 1.16, the average loss is 22.37. The difference is so much. All right, so the difference is so much. And then as for the win rate is just okay, right? But when you put the win rate side by side with the average profit and average loss, I'm not really surprised to have a negative total net profit. Okay, so when evaluating the system like this, factors such as broker execution, spread, slippage, account configuration, and risk settings can significantly influence the results, especially when comparing backtest performance to live conditions. Okay, like I said before, I would recommend running longer term testing, okay, over a longer period of time. And then I'm also going to recommend forward testing across different market environments to better understand how the system behaves in practice before considering any live deployment. All right. So, like I said, just going to turn on the visuals for a bit so that we'll see the EA briefly in action. All right. So we can see this dashboard here showing the version, the trading mode, the leverage, the spread, floating P&L, the balance, equity, start trading, the end trading. That is these are in the dates and time, right? And then we can see the broker offset, the time shift, total P&L, win and loss ratio, magic number, API connection, and then okay, news, prediction, and all of that, right? So this we just wanted to see how the EA looks like, and then we're not exactly going to wait until the test is completed through the visuals. We have already looked at the back test results over the past month, okay, but overall the Syna EA is presented as a high-end AI trading infrastructure rather than a traditional expert advisor, focusing on persistent learning, multi-account coordination, and adaptive decision making. So the historical analysis gives a starting point for evaluation, but real-world testing remains essential to understand how it performs in live conditions. So that's my review of the Syna EA. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.